Alright, I believe we're live. I am just going to double check, make sure. Yeah, I think YouTube doesn't have the go live anymore. Do a thumbs up, make sure it works. I think it's a bit behind. Okay, it's pretty behind, but that's fine. Let me just copy this for a second. And we'll get streaming. Before I do that, I should actually turn this all on. Make sure we're gonna be ready. So essentially, if you haven't seen, if you're somehow here without seeing my videos before, what I am doing is I am building a couple PCBs for this, which is a Phendrana. That's one half. This is the other half. It's basically a new keyboard, but I bought enough parts to do 5 or so of them. So I've done I've done most of the tedious stuff on this one, which is all the resistors on the back. Obviously, still need to solder the other side, and I still need to do the LEDs. But I figured I'd be a bit of a I figured I'd stream it this time. So I believe we've got the box components here. These would be the LEDs. Do we have the buck regulator? Yes, we do. I need to fix that diode there. So I don't know how much people are gonna see. Yeah, I'll let you know what I'm selling. That's kind of why I'm doing them. I've been busy for the past little bit, so unfortunately haven't been able to really assemble them. We'll need a couple of these as well. But yeah, I've done the tedious parts, which is the chip, battery charge chip, and the whatchamacallit. With this as well, I'll give you a heads up. There's a couple errors in this design. If I can get this hair off first, because that's going to distract me. But there's a couple errors that I've fixed with magnet wire. So if you're fine with that, I'm pretty much going to assemble it. I haven't had issue with mine so far. But yeah, right now we're basically just going to... I should have got this prepared earlier because I didn't think about the soldering iron for some reason. I got the slowest soldering iron in the world. I should upgrade, but this one does well, so I leave it be. But and I got new flux. Check it out. Look at that. I have my old flux here too. This was my old flux, really bad. Don't use it. I don't like it. It cleans off horribly. This is the new pretty flux. Was expensive. So I guess while that happens, we're just gonna... I need to find... Is there something better to just scoop this flux out of? Do I have something I don't care about here? Actually, that might work perfect. A little piece of filament, perfect. Yeah, so... I don't know, I haven't been doing much for videos. If you're subscribed to me, you haven't really got anything because I haven't been publishing stuff to the subscription feed. If you're missing out on that, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna bother people with half the stuff I post because I don't know. I found an extension that turns off YouTube Shorts on my desktop because they got really annoying. So I figure I shouldn't bother people with them, but at the same time, it gets people to see what I do, so, but, it's nice having an iron that, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I do need to get a new iron, but I'm kinda, I don't know, it is a working iron, it's not bothering me, so, what would tempt me more is getting a, I think it's the Pine Sol, because it's, like, portable, but I really don't need portable soldering iron, it's just cool. There's not much I need portable of, but portabilization intrigues me, but should be mostly heated by now, but we'll finish putting a bunch of flux on this. Really throws me off when the flux is a lot cleaner and I'm using a clear piece of filament to... Yeah, there's... But... Yeah, I don't blame people for blocking the stuff on the YouTube home feed sometimes, because it does get annoying. Like I've got a bunch of plugins that block stuff, and like I tweak it a bunch. I use the sponsor block or whatever, so it automatically skips from the sponsors. So I do. I mean, before I need to get a new soldering iron, I really need to get a desoldering, or not a desoldering, a fume extractor. That's what I'm thinking of. Because right now I just blow on it. Is it the safest? Not particularly, but it works. Oh, come on. Yeah, so I'll do some just general updates while I'm at it. Basically, I keep saying I've been busy because I have been busy, whether that's just for my sanity or because I'm actually busy. So I did just finish for context, I'm in college. I did just finish a work term, so I'm back on a school term. But that also means I have zero motivation to do anything because it's a school term, and I don't particularly like school. As far as I'm concerned, I'm ready to work. Is that one soldered? I think so. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm ready to work, but still have to get that degree so I can actually work in the industry I like. I mean, that works too, soldering on top of the oven. It's just my oven fan is really, really loud, and also it's never clean on the surface, so it's not a bad idea though. I mean, it's heat resistant. But yeah, so I figured I'd go in here a bit, say what I've been doing. I've been doing the Lego stuff on the shorts. As I said, haven't been publishing them to the subscription feed because it's annoying to a bunch of people. But basically I've been doing those, trying to do like one a week or so, at least till I'm out of them to do. Because I don't mind, I don't know, I don't mind making them. They're kind of fun to do just when I'm bored and want something simple to make, rather than these complex electronics that I'm doing. But yeah, essentially I'm doing those. I'm going to try to post videos more about the keyboard and stuff and do live streams. But I also don't want to be just like disingenuous, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of trying to do my own pace. And again, I have like school I have to focus on. But hopefully that's not for much longer. I'm almost at the end there. Over the halfway point. But yeah. I'm actually surprised how quick I'm doing this. Usually I'm a bit slower, but maybe it's the new flux. Is that one soldered in? I can't tell. But yeah, I agree. that's kind of what I'm like. I'm not trying to focus too much on the algorithm. I'm just not trying to starve it either. Because realistically, my goal isn't to be a YouTuber. It's more just I want to show what I think is cool, and if I could make $5 on the side, I'd be pretty happy with that. Because that's partly why I'm doing the brickheads too. Because once you get in a groove of designing them, you can just design them out the wazoo, and then charge like $3 for instructions, and then you can make like $20 or so I've made so far, which isn't bad. Obviously, it's not like a job, but I don't know, $20 for just designing Lego is kind of cool. But that's kind of what I want to do here too. Like I don't want to become like Zach Friedman or something where I'm just my job is YouTube because I wouldn't enjoy that. I just more want to show what I think is cool, and that one's got to be fixed. I have like 50 gazillion of these tweezers. Straighten that out. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, I've been a mix of just doing basic YouTube uploads and doing schoolwork and then just relaxing. I've been playing through Tears of the Kingdom, which is fun. I like it. Didn't know if I'd like it. I like it. I generally like Zelda games anyway, so. But I thought it was going to be more of a like exact Breath of the Wild 2, which would have been disappointing, but it's not. I've also been playing the Xenoblades, which are insanely long games, but insanely cool. That needs to be toned down. So I think we are all good. I don't think I'm going to do LEDs because that's going to be tedious. I should actually open the KiCad project. I haven't actually got to see many of the glitches yet. I've been trying to go in blind with it. I think we're looking at rounded PCB. Yes. Okay. So let's start off with just some passives. What is this? 1 kilo ohm. Oh right, I need more of those, don't I? Alright, whatever. 0.1 UF. How many do I have in there? 10 is the thing. We want to go into power. 4.7, 10, 4.7, 4.7, 10. Where do I have the, ooh. Maybe we're not doing that yet. We're gonna do the 10 UF if I can find it. That'll be easiest. We need the inductors. I should do those. We have the USB-C there. Is this 10? 10 UF. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's totally fair. I didn't play it when it leaked because I had other stuff to play, and I felt like I wanted to go with the flow of other people, but I was very tempted to try and man, I didn't get more of these too. I didn't realize I was that low. I think I miscounted when I ordered these. Anyway, there's 2 by the power components. So that's 4. There's 1, 2 in each of the things. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I take all of those out, keep them separate. Tweezers. And I'll pull that back up. But yeah, I've been playing it a lot. It's been fun. I haven't got that far into it. I mostly just have been exploring because I haven't. I don't know. I like exploring in open world games, especially when there's like caves and stuff. I found like a person who pays me to going to wells in Hyrule, so I've just been like finding all the wells, which is an insane thing to think about, but I don't know, it's fun. There's one on. Other side on, make sure it's square. Okay, do that. I need to figure out the. So it's C2, which I should open the thing here. Okay, if we could open faster. Perfect. Now we need to flip it. View, flipboard view, and just go here. Perfect. Back to C2. Right below the chip on the right side. C2 right there. Okay, that should be good. Find C6. That's gonna be right up above the C6 right there. I see it. And add that here. I do really need to find a better streaming setup. I need to set up like a monitor behind here so I can monitor chat easier. So I don't have an easy way of doing that yet. Oh, frig. Okay, that should be good. Now I should also have the two capacitors beside it there. But yeah, after I'm finished Tears of the Kingdom, I'll go back and finish Xenoblade Chronicles, the first game, because I got about halfway through it and then Tears of the Kingdom released. And as much as I want to finish Xenoblade, it's been out for like, I guess over a decade at this point, when Tears of the Kingdom is new. And I'd prefer not to be spoiled on one of them, which is Tears of the Kingdom. But go in there. We should have. Yeah, Armored Core looks interesting too. I don't know much about the series in all honesty, which is why I'm kind of like skeptical on it right now, but it is intriguing me at the very least. But I feel like I'm not the biggest fan of what's it, FromSoft games or whatever. I've never played any of the Dark Souls and don't really have an interest to because they just seem like not my type of game. But Armored Core, if it seems interesting, I might pick it up. I'm assuming that this C9 is the okay. Yeah, I agree with that. The Xeno series is absolutely fantastic. I don't know how I slept on it earlier. I didn't think it'd be as good as it is, but like I probably will play Xenosaga too, um, like the trilogy of it or whatever, because I just want to see where they kind of originally came from. I know Xenogears exists. I don't have as much of an interest in Xenogears, but okay, get some more solder on there. And we can get the other side down. Okay. And I think it's this side, right? Yep. Maybe I'll play Gears last then. I've seen. I mean, the main thing is just I'm not as interested in like PlayStation One era as much as other eras. Like I'm not generally interested in PlayStation games in general, but I don't know. Xenosaga kind of brings like GameCube vibes to it because it's the same era. But I don't know. I just never grew up in the PlayStation N64 era, so I don't really like their visual style, which is what turns me off if I'm honest. What's next? We can do. Put them all back in the bag so I know what's what. Set that aside so I can separate it later. We have the inductor. Need 2 of these. And I believe, yeah, it's right beside the capacitor there. L1 and L2. And grab some flux. Dump it on there. Dump it on here. That. Oh, that go on first try? Sick. Okay. Get the other side down. Oh. Yeah, that's the problem with inductors. They're a pain. Shouldn't have burned that one, so should just be able to. Forget I have to hold them by both sides because the whole thing just heats up. Okay, inductors are on. We need, what's next? 0.1. Oh yeah, we didn't end up using 0.1, that's why. We have 402K. I forget what the AP 3428. Let's look up the data sheet. AP 3428. I forget what the resistor table is. Oh, resistor table. We want. I think I did 402K, right? Looks like it, yeah. So go. Whatever. 1, 2. And we have those. Grab some of those before I forget. Why is this not cooperating? There we go. 2 of those, because I'll need those anyway. What's that? 1K, we'll save that. We have the buck regulator. What are these again? IC supervisor. We have the supervisor in. What is this? Battery charge. Okay, we have that. What is all this? Transistor. We need a transistor. Haven't done that yet. There's 2 transistors. Put that aside. What's this? Resettable fuse. We need that. What's this again? Micromod, I think we need 1 more of those. I'll set this aside just for now. One of those, and one of these. Perfect. Put that back in here so I don't lose it. And just set it aside. So we will get the resistors in, which are the 402K. We have that here, right? Guess maybe I'll save those. I think what did I use on this? It's 4023. 4023, yeah, I use that, okay. So we need to go to the second one above on the right side, or the left side? Left side. It would be on the right side then, wouldn't it? Yes. Yeah, okay, on the right side. Okay. Grab that. it should be the second one below on the left side then. We need the transistor, which I don't remember where I put it on this. I know where I put it on the left side. We can put it on the left side there. And right there, that's what I was looking for. Fuse we can put and fuse can go there. Oh, shoot. Fuses are so finicky because they're so tiny and I don't know why. Oh, come on. There we go. That's the second one there. Put the text down. Try to keep a consistent look. So this one should be flipped around. I don't know if I'll actually get the full thing done in this stream, because I think I remember it taking quite a while, but figured I should at least live stream some of the process, because it's, I don't know, it's not as easy as you'd think sometimes. I think if I were to actually market this and do like high volume runs, which like to me is a volume over 5, I'd probably get the like JLC or PCB way to actually assemble it for me. So it just becomes tedious with like each switch having to have a resistor and diode put to it. If it was through hole it'd be better, but I was trying to be thin with this, so I did SMD. Probably could have done through hole, but I don't know, it just kind of makes more sense if I do it all as one. We can get the other transistor on here. But those are done. What's next? We have 470 ohm. Those are for the LEDs, I believe. I'll go back and double check. 470, yep. So we need 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take all those out, dump them, turn back over here, flip them. There we go. Just get one side all the way down. And just one more. Oh, not quite that direction. There we go. Oh, still not quite centered a bit better. There we go. Yeah, I don't really know if there's any better way I can really show this. That's kind of the thing that sucks about electronics. I'd have to be like Louis Rossmann or something with like a microscope to at least show like what I'm working on. Not that this is super tiny, but you can't see it with the lens I have, or at least the camera I'm using, which is my phone. But yeah, I don't know. Wish I could show it better, but I want it out of my way so I'm not like looking over a camera or having a camera in my way, and I don't have the money for a microscope, nor do I currently need a microscope. I think the 1K was the resistor to the thing, was it not? How many do I have taken out? Oh yeah, I took way more out. Probably the... Our prog 3 is 10K. Our prog 1 is 1K. So I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4 at least, right? That leaves me enough for another keyboard. But yeah, I've seen, I don't know if you've ever been to the BitBelt community. They do like Wii portables, so they kind of need small microscopes a lot, and a lot of the ones I see recommended are like, it sounds like the stuff you're recommending with the like pass-through video, but I don't know, I've never felt like I need the microscope, and I'm not doing portables, at least right now. Like to do one at one point, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to justify the price on them because they're so expensive. What am I looking for again? I'm looking for the LED sheet. 1K is R125 or R25. You know what? Why don't we just click on it, see where it goes. Right about there. Oh, that's because it's right beside the capacitor. So it needs to slide in there. And the other side, I'm 99% sure, is right here. And then leave sheet, power, go to this one. Okay, so it's the R3. Right, that would make sense because I think I remember now that was like the R3, leave sheet, go to power, R12, which is right there, yep. And as how all these work, one of the resistors magically disappeared. Oh, no, it's over here. Teleported. 1001. So place that there. 1001. It needs to be set in the side. This one can get set like that. And I guess I should solder down the other side of them so I don't forget. Okay. Both those sides are done. That side. And the other side here. That's all the 1Ks. Keep myself organized, put that on the other side. What's up next? 10K. Don't think we've done that yet. So yeah, 10K is prog 3. And I think there's going to be R14, yeah. And what's the other one? R16, which is on the opposite side. The one that's almost off the board. Okay. get it coated. It should just be that one there. And I think this one. Double check. R16. We need to go back to the other sheet. R9, right? Yeah, that's R9. Okay. And one up in there. Get the other side down. I think I took 6 out when I only need 4, but that's okay. And the other side is here. Get some solder on there. We had it right over here. And get the other side here. I think that's everything for the 10K. This was the 10K bag, right? Yeah. Put them back in here. If I need it again, I'll grab it again. This should be 100K, yep. Which I think I need 3 for each side, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for each side. There we go. I know we have the voltage divider, which is R10, R11, R20, and R21. So it should be all down here and all down here. And then R13 is, I think, right beside this battery charge. And R2, which is right on the side of it. Okay, yeah. Same goes for the other side, but mirrored. So it'd be R24, I believe. Yep. And should be R15, I believe. double check on that. R15, yep. And R24, yep. Get that there. Teensy bit of solder. And just start putting them on. Side. Four. It was in the voltage divider for one of them. And then another. That would hit right on there. And right here. And it was R13. Grab another one. There we go. Solder. Just make sure we have those all down. Make sure we have both sides down. Yeah, I think we're good for that. We have 22 picofarads. Where was that used again? Oh, in the C13. C5, C. Oh, that's because we're on the other side. C13, yep. It should just be two of those. Capacitors are one of the weird SMD components because it doesn't actually list the value on the side of it. So if you ever, well, and they're also hard to measure with just standard tools. So if you ever just wanted to waste a bunch of capacitors, you could just throw a bunch of SMD ones in the bin. You kind of would just have to throw them out without proper tools to test them. Perfect. And that's the capacitor's done. Or at least that capacitor done. What one's with this again? 430K. We didn't end up using that. This was 5.1K. These are the resistors for the USB-C. We should do one more capacitor, right? 4.7, yep, okay. So we should need 4 for the USB resistance. Oh, perfect. Get some flux on there. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Get the other two rotated. Oh. And apparently drop it through. Fix some of these diodes while I'm at it. Flux on there. Flux on. I guess I missed most of that row. It looks like. Flux on there. Yeah, with this I definitely will make sure to like I have the microcontrollers here or whatever. I got extras of them because I have to put a different bootloader than comes on the factory, and I'll also make sure that the keyboard actually works before I send it out. just because I know when I did mine, I forgot to solder some of the diode legs, which just made like one key not work. So I'll definitely be sure to test that before I send any of them out. Put that one down. And that looks good. I think this one still needs to be down. Yep. Make sure that one's down. I think the rest of them, that one's iffy, but it looks down. That one's down. This one needs to be done. I think they're all done now. Well, except for that last resistor, but you can get that. Okay. That should be good for that. We should just have the 4.7 capacitors left. I think there's just 3 on each, so it should be 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have to double check because I think I'm missing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's definitely a resistor for that, though. That might be the same. I think that's just the resistor for the LED, if I remember correctly. C1 is there. C12, yeah. And C10 is there. Yep, okay. And that's just a 10 ohm. Okay, perfect. Don't think I missed anything major then. Should just grab some of that. Hope that's good. And just go here. Come on. There we go. think that's fine. Make sure all the diodes are here while I'm at it. I think that one's missing it. I think I got it now. Double check. Okay. Make sure that side's done. That should be all good. There, we just need to go back and grab the 10 ohm, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. There's a 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. So I think next is LEDs, because I have all the resistors in. Power circuit should be good. I'd like to test them, but I can't really do that until I get the USB ports in. And once I get the USB ports in, then it's a pain to solder the LEDs since the board's not level. So I think we're going to be forced to do that next. Now whether I'll do that today, I'm not sure. Might leave it for another day. Just because it's another tedious task like doing this. It's pretty much just exactly this, but it's the same component over and over on every single key switch. And some of them I have to fix too because I didn't quite line them up properly. But should be fine there. Why does it not look right? I don't think we got it on there. Come on. There we go. Okay, that should be good. And Okay, so do a double check. Make sure I'm not seeing anything that's not soldered. Or is... Oh, I guess either way it's not soldered. That's the battery, so we aren't putting that on yet. We're missing one here. We need one more. Right there. And we're missing a couple sides soldered on the resistors here. That's soldered. Make sure that's done. Alright, I think that's all the passives. So really need to organize this desk better. Gonna see if with some IPA this will clean off a bit nicer. Yeah, that cleans off a lot nicer. Not perfect, but at least gives me a lot better. I think you'll be able to see with this brown a lot more. Doesn't completely remove it, but oh, at least gets it out of the like areas that I can't wipe down. And at least gets it all wet. I know a lot of people probably hate this, but it is just IPA. And it is just a toothbrush which is gliding over the SMD components, so it's not going to hurt anything. Let's go and try to get... And it does also show me the ones that I haven't got down. Does that without breaking them. Yeah, I agree. You gotta get it down in IPA. I'm just trying to get some of the flux off. I gotta get more IPA though. I don't have that much left. I just hate spending money on it, even though I know I need it. And with the stubborn stuff, I just like to scrape at it. Actually, I wonder if my little spudger would work. This would probably actually work great to... works not bad. Assuming it's gonna... Yeah. It's more if it comes off. It's like that's gonna scrape off better with the metal. Wiped down. Get one last. It's not too bad for now. Obviously, I'm going to have to re-clean it once I solder everything else. But I think for today, I'll do that. It's coming up on supper time here, and I need to eat. And I'm not really feeling like doing all the LEDs. So I think I'll end stream there. Thank you for joining me, Potato. It's been fun.